the people because of his social media don't like it. I'm like, it doesn't matter. A, there's no fans. B, there's no one else. I mean,
like I said, they're in desperate need of a shakeup, and it needs to happen after WrestleMania trash last.
Man. Even a shakeup. There's no one to fight Roman. Like, and this is my problem. You've made actually this is the problem.
Welcome to the podcast.
Garbage right now.
Wrestling is not the best.
Yes, thanks. We skipped a whole conversation, but continue what you were saying.
No. We should start with the topic. Start with topic or a cold open. Hold on. Yeah, what are we doing? Are we forward?
I got the cold opening. Wrestling sucks. AEW fans are fucking clowns. And Roman Reigns. There you go.
AEW fans are literally terrible.
They're y'all are like the PlayStation and Xbox fans. Like, don't turn wrestling into that. Wrestling used to be a place where all the fans were, they were all chill, kinda. Now,
stop, sir.
Now y'all are like long, PlayStation, Xbox loyalty. Like, nah, come on, man.
Hey, that argument,
man, those days are done. Those days are dead.
It should be dead, but the funny thing is, it's not, and we know it isn't.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots out there always like, I got a PlayStation. Well, I got an Xbox. What games you have in your Xbox?
Because fucking clowns.
You're always gonna friggin' defend what you purchase or what's been purchased for you and that you cherish.
Hey, look, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
What if you have both?
Yeah, I have both.
Then the people that have both, like me and Wildfang and you too, is like, if we have all the systems, then it's just like, dang.
It's just the game
I really don't care.
And I don't care because I have Game Pass.
You read an anime post and you just look at the first comment and it says Xbox is better and you just says, but why? Why is it even mentioned here? Who gives a shit? Like, to be fair, both consoles this gen are fucking failures. Like,
yeah, at the moment they're failures. There's nothing to show really. It looked promising before everything came out with everything everyone was showing. Like, oh, we're gonna have this, and then COVID said,
you have this. You have this. It's just the problem is it's still on past-gen consoles, so it doesn't make these systems any more like. Realistically, the only games that are true next-gen games so far without any like held backs is Returnal because it's a PS5 exclusive, Demon Souls because that was built from the ground up. That's it. Everything else is basically PS4.
And the funny thing is, Demon Souls doesn't even count because it's a fucking remake.
It's a remake, yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't count. So the first exclusive is Returnal. Now, Returnal is living up to it. If you did purchase the game, it is a good game.
It's a fantastic
I do recommend getting the game. Yeah. But
it's fantastic.
If you don't, I totally understand. So, like, why are you paying $70 for something like this?
Our GameFly Returnal.
I can't believe GameFly is still in business.
GameFly is always going to be in business.
I can't believe.
GameFly is basically Game Pass, except you can't do digital.
Exactly. GameFly is the shit because any game I want, I'm gonna just GameFly it. It saves me, a person who has to buy a lot of games. Game Pass and GameFly both have saved me so much fucking money. It's not even funny at this point.
That rhymed.
Hi.
I mean,
and Spirit has joined. Hi, Spirit.
Hi. Well, I'm supposed to be here because I'm in here cooking. But it's turning somebody wants me to do everything. Hi.
Well, never mind. Apparently, my wife has to be here. Jojo, get off of me!
The elites have formed once again.
Yes, we are the elites. We were just talking about wrestling, and then it magically transformed into gaming.
This should just be the everything cast. Yeah, everything is just so bad right now. All right. Let
me tell you what happened. Garbage. It's because of the AEW fans at this point are now cancer. they're like Xbox fans and PlayStation fans arguing over which console is superior at this point. And as I told one of my coworkers from my new job at CarMax, who fucking cares? Just buy a goddamn console, play all the fucking games except for exclusives. And if you really want to play Xbox exclusives, just get it on PC. If you want to play PlayStation exclusive, just buy a PlayStation. There, you win.
We announced it where we work at. Later on.
I don't give a fuck. You don't even know what CarMax I work at. That's all. You can listen to this and be like, he works at CarMax. Can I get a free car? Wow.
You're promoting
I'll search every CarMax in the world.
Exactly.
You're promoting CarMax without having a sponsor.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, is there a wild thing that works here? And every CarMax, they were like, who?
What's a wild thing?
No one at my current job even knows I'm a YouTuber and or podcaster.
Is this a TikTok trend? That's the first thing I'm gonna say.
Anywho, shutting up. For a second.
What's going on with AEW fans?
They're like, you know how in the console wars, but in the old days, it's like, well, my wrestling product is better than your product, and anything you say negative about my product means you're a bitch or something like that. Yeah, that's happening.
Well, WWE fans do that too.
Yeah, WWE fans and AEW fans are terrible. It's just the fact that AEW fans are even.
I read comments. I look at comments, and it is absolutely hilarious because there's people. Well, so I go on AEW stuff and see like if there's like a botch. The thing with AEW and not trying to sound like I favor one side more. Actually, yeah, I do favor one side more than the other, but I'm not an idiot. When they botch, when they fuck up, they actually recognize it and they don't try to hide it. They actually fix it, like the whole Nightmare Collective shit. That shit was a fucking dud. And guess what? They got rid of it, and they explained they got rid of it. WWE, they just like, no, this shit not working. All right, goodbye. For example, Carmella. Now she went back to Mella is Money because her other brand new gimmick was not working. So now she is Mella is Money again.
Oh.
Yeah, when she turned into a stripper for a little bit.
Yeah, and she beat
a dominatrix. She accidentally wore the shit that she keeps in the bedroom for her and Corey Graves. And WWE was like, nah, you need to go back. And now she's doing the whole Mella is Money shit again. I'm like, well, that was fast. But both sides, honestly, are cancer. Just like PS5, just like Apple, Android, both sides are fucking cancer. I mean, Android users, you just want to be left alone half the time. PS5, Xbox, I will actually, honest to goodness, say it's both sides that are cancer with that one.
Yeah. Every fandom has its just why are you like this, people, you know, and it's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. I just hate what like the fuck is that? Oh, this one scared the shit out of me. I just hate like like with the AEW and stuff. You see people with WWE that'll comment and stuff on it. You gotta think. Everybody watches. Matt Sydal, for his debut and stuff, fucking flipped.
Oh yeah, terrible. He did. Yeah, that was fucking stupid funny.
Moved the fuck on and we got over it. WWE, they're just like, nope, that never happened.
Yeah, just gonna write him off TV.
No. This can't do none of this stuff. Nope, we're all good. This happened. Oh my goodness. But people do call out. What people are saying is that we don't call out AEW for when they fuck up, which is not true because we do.
Yeah, it's called botching.
Yeah, there's a difference between a WWE fuck up and an AEW fuck up, and that's what I think people don't realize. This is when AEW fucks up. Like, I don't even watch it, but I see it when they mess up, and I see the responses, and it's drastically different. WWE plays we're gonna try and hide this from the public, even though we're in the internet age and there's no hiding from anyone. It's not a thing.
Yeah, especially when somebody gets a 3 count when they're not supposed to. Oh my god, blah, blah, blah. Or when Cole said kick off from Sasha Banks at WrestleMania when it clearly should.
When Cole, what's his name? The new dude that's on the thing. When he messed up, what you call his finisher? And even though Corey Graves corrected him, he still fucked it up twice.
See, but the thing is,
Michael Cole, excuse me, the most famous.
Wait, what?
Blue Thunder Bomb.
Blue Thunder Bomb.
Blue Thunder Bomb.
Oh, bum. Excuse me, Blue Thunder Bomb.
Blue
Thunderbomb.
Blue Thunderbomb. That's
That's not the Blue Thunderbomb.
That's not the Blue Thunderbomb. That's a suplex, Cole. Blue Thunderbomb. That's a stunner, Cole. Blue Thunderbomb. That's a clothesline, Cole. What are you doing? Are you okay? Do you need help?
Oh, that was a super kick. That was a super kick. Shut the fuck up.
But at the end of the day, like I said, it's I don't even know what to say. All right, but so
Dang, that was tragic.
I don't know what to say no more. But Eva Marie.
Ah, yes. You said what?
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
The Great One has returned.
The greatest wrestler ever.
The greatest
Yay.
female wrestler. I want to see it wrestle. I'm calling it for next WrestleMania. Eva Marie versus Bianca Belair. Hot fire. Hot fire.
Now let's come back to reality real quick.
Yeah, speaking of reality, so they fired Samoa Joe and hired Eva Marie. Let that sink in.
I'm not trying to. I don't want that to sink in. Please stop making me.
Pretty messed up. When you think about it,
I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say I'd rather watch Nia Jax wrestle Nia Jax than watch an Eva Marie match ever again.
You mean Nia Jax versus Tamina?
No, I said what I said.
Yeah.
I'd
oh
rather...
my god, I saw Tamina do the superfied, the giant her dad. That's the splash. That shit looks so bad.
It looks horrible. It looks horrible.
So horrible. She needs to just stop. Girl, you don't have the knees for that no more.
I honestly though hey yo, the reason I'm okay with it.
You said what?
Oh my god.
The reason why you're okay with it?
The reason I'm okay with it is because it's for her. It's clearly like a confidence thing. Like she's clearly scared to do it situation. So. Right. That's why she looked like that when she jumped. Yeah.
Yeah, she clearly looked scared. She's like, I don't want to do this. My knee fucked up. And one of these bitches buckle. That's it. Game over.
Mm-hmm. She on the Psycho Sid jump. And you both snap on camera. It's just gonna be ugly. The WWE's gonna try to play it off like it's some supernatural. Oh my god, Alexa Bliss! Alexa Bliss! What?
She used my balls! She used
Yeah, another act that's failing.
Alexa Bliss used her mind powers!
She's the worst, bro. She killed everything.
I'm so pissed that they actually, like, if it's pretty wild, I'd be like, bro, can you just let me go at this point? Like, you done gave my whole ass project, my whole the gimmick and shit of what I worked so hard for, and then just gave it to Alexa Bliss. Alright, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, please let me go.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate. Like, the Fiend was good. He died. He came back at WrestleMania. Everybody was like, oh my god, the Fiend. And then the match ended.
Yeah, that was weird.
Alexa Bliss, and I was like, okay, where is this going with the whole black thing? And thinking, all right, she's definitely doing the whole Sister Abigail joint, and then he lost, and I was like, well, where is this going? And it's like, yep, she went off on her own. I'm like, they even have reports saying Alexa Bliss asked to do this a long time ago to pair with Bray Wyatt, and she was actually having fun and stuff with it. And same thing, Bray Wyatt. And he's like, yep, all right, okay, bye.
I feel like they did it, and then they saw the Sister Abigail route, and then they're like, nah, let's just Lucy. Lily. That's even worse.
Yep.
Have you actually met a Lily?
I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm in a dog in the league. Several dogs. Yeah, I met dogs.
It's even worse. But yeah, Alexa Bliss, I don't like her right now. She honestly just needs to go back to the drawing board, do something, because this right now is not it. She can't pull off the Bray Wyatt stuff. The way he writes is amazing. The way he pitches stuff or whatever. I don't know how it's working behind the scenes with him specifically, but the way whatever his mind works
together.
Yeah. Versus the way they're going by with her, like it doesn't work. It doesn't work. They should have had her.
Off is cheesy.
Exactly. Like Bray Wyatt, when he did it, it came off. It was obviously not real, but it was fun to watch. It was interesting. It kept you glued to the TV. Alexa Bliss, when I look at her and her Lily, is just like, bruh, is this supposed to be good? Like, what is she talking about? She hasn't done anything. And like, when's the last time Alexa Bliss did anything? WrestleMania, right? So,
yeah, that was a long fucking time ago.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting. But I would like to talk about Randy.
Who?
Arcade Bros or
Randy Orton. I love Randy Orton right now. I don't know why, but I need him to continue. RK Bro in itself is cringy. Let's be real.
I think that they did so much with fucking RKO with Randy. He's been like paired up. It's like Jesus Christ.
You just do whatever you want with Randy now, and he's making it work because I like the matches he's putting on with Riddle. To be honest, they're pretty good. Randy's the only reason I like to watch Raw now.
Unless they're gonna sit here and do the same route where it's like, all right, finally made. I just hate the fact that they take these two single competitors because they ain't got shit for them and they just pair them together. It's like, all right, here's a tag team. Here you go.
Yeah, at first,
because if they had a fucking tag team, WWE wouldn't have to fucking do that. I mean, Jesus Christ, AEW actually has the opposite problem. AEW's tag team division. They need to add like fucking secondary belts for the tag team division because they have such a fucking. I think legit. I think they probably got like 10 tag teams. It's stacked over there, and this is not even like included. Well, this is. Well, if I include the factions, it probably would be like 12 because they got AEW is probably going to end up creating like a triples title because they got a lot of factions. But yeah, they did that. Certain people it worked. Like I know you hated the club. I actually love the club. I love Cesaro and I love Sheamus together.
Oh,
wait. I actually have a question. I have a quick question. The tag team champions for Raw and SmackDown, are they teams or are any of them teams or just random pairings?
The Dirty Dog. It's the Dirty Dogs, which that name is so fucking stupid.
It's a
which
stupid
is SmackDown.
Name. Who's the Dirty Dogs again?
Raw. I don't even know who the fuck. Oh, it's AJ and Omos. Which you know.
And who is the joint for Raw?
AJ and Omos.
Wait, who's for SmackDown again?
The Dirty Dogs.
Who the fuck are the Dirty Dogs?
Bobby Roode, Bob, and Dolph Ziggler.
Okay, so is it just me or is that this the saddest shit that both the fucking roster joints tag teams are just random pairings?
Yeah. I told you, yes. It makes no sense. It's stupid.
It's really fucking dumb.
Because, they like to break up the tag teams and then
fire one of them and then pair them all. Like, what was the point of you firing? I honestly think that they literally broke up Heavy Machinery with the intention of firing Tucker because they did not like him. Like, because literally all they did, broke up Heavy Machinery and then paired Otis with somebody else in another tag team and then fired Tucker.
It doesn't make sense.
And then people are like, oh, Chad Gable is getting screen time. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, what is he doing with the screen time? What is happening? Nothing. No title opportunity. No type of storyline.
Pairing up with Baron Corbin and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Like, come on, bro.
Who? It's dumb.
Like, they had a 10 match with fucking Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin won the fucking match. What was the point of that 10-man tag team match that just happened?
No idea.
I don't know, man. Oh wait, it had a purpose actually. I forgot.
What was the purpose?
Because Tay Long, player. We had to get the tag long tag team match gimmick going, player.
They need to get him out of there.
Let me holler at your players.
You know, I hate Teddy
Nah,
Long.
we need the real Teddy Long. We need the real Teddy Long. The one they be like, I'm here to get motherfucking paid. Now stand back 6 feet. That's the one we need.
Nah, we
The
need
little Giles and Anderson show.
We need the. You're gonna fight Undertaker. That's what.
Well, he said that. He said at the same thing.
Did he? Oh my god. We're in the middle of transition.
New Dragon Ball Super movie announced. That's
yeah. There's one coming in 2022. I just seen it.
About who?
it's entertaining bout
movie.
Huh?
for some extreme
Dragon Ball Super movie.
It's not what I don't care. Fucking idiot. Anywho.
You said, huh?
Anywho. Besides the fact that a Dragon Ball Super movie was announced. What were we saying again before my computer?
Like I said, I think we're in transition, so you might as well just.
Oh yeah, I was talking about. It doesn't make sense to me how all the fucking tag teams are held by unlikely pairings, and on NXT it happens to be held by a team. It's like almost like Vince doesn't watch his own product.
Probably not. He's too busy there when it's live, and he's in the back saying nonsense in Michael Cole's ear to make him say Blue Thunder Bomb for everything.
Yeah, that shit is fucking
that's
hilarious.
Michael Cole. I don't think that's Vince. I think that's just Michael Cole being Michael Cole.
I think the years of Vince McMahon in his ears taken its toll.
Damn,
I
son.
think that's what it is.
What, the
Like,
years
my
of his
man
man in
wears
this man's
glasses, but you
ears?
still can't see.
Yeah, he does wear glasses. Can't see. This shit is ugly.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Sorry, I'm scraping the stuff off there.
Not you.
Like,
Like I heard something.
What did you hear?
Like somebody said something, but I'm like, we're listening to whatever. It'll play on the podcast. But yeah, what was I saying?
We were just talking about tag teams.
Yeah. I just want to see.
happening?
I just want to see if you guys were paying attention. Yeah, we were talking about the fact that tag teams. The thing that bugs me about that shit is, again, why in the fuck do we even like NXT? Literally has it has a lot of teams on it, and people actually fucking are fighting for tag teams, and then we get to the main roster, and Vince goes, "Yo, you want a tag team? Let's have Randy Orton and what's his name be a team? Matt Riddle be a team, because that makes sense. Because that makes complete fucking sense.
because bro, sounds like O, and then Randy Orton is the RKO. Oh my god!
Wow.
Randy Orton wanted to work with Riddle, so he got his wish.
Oh,
It's fine and all, but we don't need to see him as tag team. Because we already know what's supposed to happen. So with the tag team championship, something's going to end up happening, descent between the team, and then once we betray the other, we'll likely Randy, and then we'll get Randy Orton versus Matt. Yeah, we've seen this shit before. I would be fine with
course.
it if we already know what the fuck's going to happen at the end.
This is WWE. We've seen it all before. Unfortunately.
yeah, we're not gonna get anything.
exciting, and it's not at least to be exciting. It's not even exciting at this point.
Heard it all
It's-
before.
Stop.
It's what we
Thank
call
you.
garbage.
But again, why don't we just put teams, man? Like Vince, teams sell matches half the time, bro.
What team?
Exactly.
What teams are you talking about? So mad, huh? What team? What teams on WWE? Where the teams at? They not around to sell no matches.
That is
What you
true.
talking
I
They
don't
got
know.
women's tag team championships. They have a women's tag team division.
Yeah, that shit is weird.
The
Made
only
one
team
that
there is
they could have just legit made like a secondary belt for the women. If they wanted to make another fucking
Not
belt.
on the main roster. Hell no. On NXT, yes. Fuck the main roster. The main roster shouldn't have no more women's belts but the one they have. And in fact, that should be merged. I've already said it. I said before we even came live. Fuck it. Everyone be stripped. Retire the Universal title. Get rid of, unify the women's titles, or get rid of one of them. Keep the United States Intercontinental, and or you can get rid of one of them if you want. If you get rid of one of them, I don't know which one.
Jokey ass 24/7 shit.
I think that is a in my eyes. And,
when's the last time we heard or seen the 24/7? I think that's just gone.
Yeah, whatever happened to that drink?
We don't care. We don't care what happened to it. And just reset the entire fucking brand. The entire WWE roster needs to be reset.
I would say something like that a couple of weeks ago. Like they should just fucking start over from the beginning and say fuck whatever's happening right now. We should probably start from the beginning.
Roman Reigns is doing great work, but this great work is only going to last for so long because who is actually going to be able to even make me give a shit about the storyline? Because whoever he faces is not going to even have a chance in beating. This Jimmy Uso storyline
is going to win?
No.
This Jimmy Uso storyline, I could not give a single fuck. It's going to be the exact same shit as Jey Uso. You have two outcomes. Jimmy goes home, quote, quote, to his wife, quote, quote, and goes to Monday Night Raw, maybe get a little singles push with the United States title, where he falls in line and the Usos turn heel and face the Mysterio family and all that shit, Booyaka 619.
Oh, God.
And all that shit. Who cares? I don't care.
No one really cares.
I legitimately don't. Seth Rollins sees his babyface turn because there's nobody else. That's WWE's fault. I don't care. I don't really mind Seth as a baby. I think his babyface. I think he played a better heel than babyface, but there's nothing left. There's no one else.
Ready.
Yeah. Why would he turn babyface right now, though?
Raw has
they have no because they have no options.
They have no baby faces. They have no baby faces on Raw and SmackDown. Pretty much, that's why they do need to have a draft. So that's why they have no baby faces.
A draft.
Yeah, they need to sit here and switch people around.
Which who? There's no one credible on the rosters. That's the problem.
I don't fucking know.
There's no one credible. Like they have pushed Roman Reigns so hard that there's not one person on any brand, Raw, SmackDown.
I know, I'm coming.
It's Raw, SmackDown, that is even credible. The only one you might can see even taking down Roman Reigns is Walter, and even then, maybe not.
I wouldn't put him on
There's
no
one
Fuck
credible.
no. Fuck no. He needs to stay his ass at NXT forever, just like Johnny Tommaso.
There's no one credible. This is the problem with this Roman. Roman Reigns is doing the absolute best work of his career. WWE did not.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And WWE has not built up after Kevin Owens, and Daniel Bryan, and they actually built up Cesaro a little bit for a nice little one-off, maybe two-off, whatever. There is legitimately no one else on SmackDown. Big E's not ready. Shinsuke Nakamura's a fucking joke. Aleister Black's a heel. Everyone else on that roster is a fucking heel. So who do you go to when everyone else is a heel? Well, let's get this. Who is your biggest name outside Roman Reigns on SmackDown? It's Seth Rollins.
Oh,
well. 2 weeks ago, Seth Rollins predicted Daniel Bryan. Big E is not ready, and even him, it would be good.
He's too busy with the damn Apollo Crews, back and forth.
Yeah.
So he's preoccupied.
And even when he gets ready, if he gets ready, who's gonna give a shit? I know I won't. So you look at Seth Rollins. Well, they already planted the seeds 2 weeks ago. He predicted Daniel Bryan of all people to win. That's seed number 1. Seed number 2 happened on SmackDown when Jimmy super kick Seth because Seth got mad at Jay for trying to interfere in his match with Cesaro. And then him and Roman had a little backstage conversation where Seth said that son of a bitch Jimmy cost me the match, and then he said I need to hear from you, Roman. Should I be mad at Jimmy or should I be mad at you? And of course Roman says, look at it from, which doesn't make any sense. Look at it from my point of view. My cousin screwed you, but because you lost, you screwed me. Well, if your cousin didn't screw Seth, maybe Seth didn't lose, Mr. Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
They squashed that, and Seth's like, all right, we're cool, and Roman shook his head in acknowledging that. And then Seth says, handle your family, because Roman said he'll handle Cesaro like he always does, and he'll handle his family. And Seth said, okay, we're cool, but handle your family. And then Seth hit the little quote, or I will. So at that point, what I'm seeing here is little nuggets for a potential, possibly a Seth Rollins babyface turn, which, I mean, do I want to see Seth as a babyface? No, not right now. I think maybe give him another year as his gimmick. I mean, eventually everyone turns back babyface, but
yeah,
I mean, there's no one else, and there's no other match you can do on SmackDown.
Especially if the crowd wants it.
I mean, the crowd is not even there. Some people say, well, how can they turn Seth babyface when fans don't like Seth Rollins? Well, I mean, at WrestleMania, when he came out, he was practically cheered. Now, that could be for more than one reason. That could be just because they're happy to be in the fucking building again. But he was practically cheered in his entrance anyway. I mean,
so yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, do I want to see Seth versus Roman again? No. Would it be any interesting with the dynamics changed? I mean, maybe. But there's no one else. There's no one there. Keith Lee, he's on Raw. Actually, no, fuck that. He's in fucking MIA status somewhere. Exactly. Who gives a shit? You have to build him up. That's the problem.
He's in the same closet that Aleister Black was hiding in, the janitor's closet. Sitting tweeting.
Yes. Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross, Kenny Omega. There's no one on these rosters who has been built up enough for me as a fan watching this program to have any interest in watching the feud. Well, that too. But Karrion, I don't know what Karrion Kross is, because Karrion Kross is kind of like babyface. He's kind of tweener right now. He's kind of like the Finn Balor, where he's kind of tweener. He's not really a full-fledged heel right now.
Let's say Walter,
Roman Reigns, it's all heels except Karrion.
Yeah,
Karrion is more tweener. Karrion is more tweener than anybody.
Yeah, straight up heels. But again, I've said this literally since the dawn of time. That is completely WWE's fault for not building people up. This is why we get the same fucking matches over and over. This is why we have Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens 3 times. This is the reason why we had Drew McIntyre going after the fucking WWE Championship after he lost it twice. And they had him win the little fatal 4-way. Again! It's like, why? Because there's nobody else. Because that's WWE's fault. And I love Drew McIntyre. I still love Drew McIntyre, but it needs to be somebody else. You're done. You're done, sir. You had it twice.
Unfortunately, they have yet to do anything.
Yeah, and that's not really his fault, unfortunately. That's still another product of WWE's fault because they didn't build up anybody. So when you don't build up anybody, you give a championship to somebody that's credible, somebody that's good, somebody that we actually can get behind, that we actually like. And you don't give them opponents, then we get bored. You don't give them opponents, so then it sucks. Becky Lynch, she was fighting fucking Lacey Evans for how long?
Yep. And WWE does not book baby faces either. That's another.
Yeah, they book them dumb as shit.
That's why it's all heels. Because guess what? They don't know. They book their baby faces. Oh, somebody's music playing. What was that? Let me stare off into the distance. And now look behind me. Like what?
Not even that.
Book baby faces.
Not even that.
Book baby faces.
This man got this man screamed. MVP screamed out of the ring and he turned around and looked. I was like, "The fuck are you doing, Drew?"
I mean, it's a point of, and also they've built these heels they've built them to a point of almost unbeatable status. Like realistically, who is going to beat Bobby Lashley? Who is going to beat Roman Reigns? You look up and down that roster, right? Now, yes, this is wrestling. Of course, someone like a Ricochet could beat a Bobby Lashley if Ricochet was actually more of a threat on this show. But let's look at how much let's look at Bobby Lashley, how he's been. And this is how they've been booked: Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, Karrion Kross, Walter. Who in these rosters can you legitimately look at and say, you know what? There's a chance that this person can beat Bobby Lashley. It ain't Drew McIntyre.
Even though he beat him before.
No.
Yeah, but that wasn't even clean. It was because of Lana. So even that is irrelevant.
I see beating Karrion Kross is Walter himself. If Walter was to be like, you know what, I'm gonna come over here, come to NXT, and let's do a title first title ship. That's really the only person that I think honestly should beat Karrion Kross. It's Walter himself. Other than that,
who beats Walter?
I don't see anybody.
But
nobody. Walter would just he would hold the belt for fucking forever, or get called up.
And then I hear people say that Roman hold the title for 2 years. Truth be told, look, if you can build me credible baby faces for 2 years, I wouldn't mind it. But you cannot build me credible. WWE is incapable of building me credible baby faces. So Roman holding that title for 2 years, I think not.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Walter, I don't watch NXT UK, so I don't give a shit how long he has the title. But Walter coming over to the NXT, hold that title for the next 3 or 4 years. How about You're not gonna build any.
Comes over to NXT, like the matches that he had with Tommaso, that match he had with Tommaso Ciampa, hot fucking fire. Then I think that was probably like one of the best, if not the best match of that fucking the takeover of that card. When he comes over from UK and comes on to NXT, then every match he has on there is hot fucking fire. So it's not even saying that and that's not even saying taking away from Karrion. That Karrion's not good. I just think that still at the point that I still kind of slightly think he's overrated at the moment, but whatever. Certain people, like I said, with Walter, I even had this conversation with Walter. It was like, he can hold that fucking title for fucking forever. Or do like how Oscar did, go undefeated and then, alright, I got called up, so I gotta vacate the fucking title, and just do not have him fucking...
But then he's gonna lose on the main roster to, I don't know, Eva Marie or something?
Probably.
Like how Ruby Riott just lost to fucking Carmella?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. To Carmella. Oh, and Seth Rollins lost to Dominic.
Seth Rollins lost to Dominic. When?
No.
It was a one-on-one. It was on ow. Was it on this SmackDown or last SmackDown? I saw. Yeah, I just saw on the thing. It was like Seth.
It was Dolph
Ziggler. On SmackDown.
Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah,
Ziggler. That was Ziggler. It was Ziggler. It was Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, it was Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, not Seth Rollins. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I would say Seth didn't lose though.
Yeah, when you go, yeah, it was Dolph Ziggler, my mistake. But certain people, like, they don't, like Ruby Riott, actually one of the damn best female wrestlers that y'all got, but y'all just keep constantly jobbing her the fuck out because you don't like the way she looks. There's nothing wrong with the fuck Ruby Riott looks. I think she looks better than half of some of the blonde fucking Barbie dolls that's there. It's the thing that it's the problem that WWE has, and I'm so over it and so tired of it. Like, you don't build up your people. You have Mustafa and fucking Ricochet, King. Excuse me, not his name is not Ricochet anymore, or Rick. His name is now King Main Event. That's where he is. That is his place. You see Main Event, and they have a little poster. It's his face on there. He is the poster child now for Main Event. That's what Mustafa Ali has been reduced down to as well. Fucking Main Event. Keith Lee, don't be surprised when Keith Lee comes back, he'll be on Main Event. Aleister Black, I'm pretty sure Aleister Black is hiding around here in the dumpsters at Main Event and stuff. All these people just fucking Main Event. That's where they're all going to be at. They want to constantly dig into the fucking cookie jar for these old ass decrepit legends. And it's like, Bill Goldberg, like how many times can you fucking call on Bill Goldberg? How many times the Rock's not coming back, so goodbye. John Cena is like, I'm trying to keep up with the Rock story, so I'm probably not, more likely not. And somebody posted that, wasn't this the first WrestleMania
that the Undertaker, Triple H, and John Cena were not there.
Yeah.
Since like what was it, 19 or 17 or some shit like that?
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, it's 2021. And this is the first WrestleMania since WrestleMania 19 where the Undertaker, Triple H, and John Cena have not been there. Oh, you have not built up anybody to a John Cena status, besides Roman Reigns and stuff like that. I should not be able to count on one hand how many people that y'all have sitting there made y'all golden children. Women's division, all you fucking want to constantly go to is fucking Charlotte fucking Flair. Even with the 4 horsewomen, you still put Charlotte Flair above everybody else and put Sasha Banks in the fucking back. Out of the 4 horsewomen, who has the better fucking deal? Charlotte Flair. Out of the 4 horsewomen, who gets the short end of the fucking stick all the time? Sasha Banks.
Which is actually
quite solid.
Sasha Banks can fucking wrestle better than goddamn Charlotte Flair. Bayley wrestles better than Charlotte Flair. If I was to put who and put 4 horsewomen as far as wrestling capabilities, Sasha, Bayley, Becky, and that's it. There's no 4th one.
I mean, Charlotte can still wrestle. It's just she's not the best.
No, Charlotte is fucking lazy. Charlotte doesn't want to take bumps. Her fucking moveset is fucking god awful. Half the shit that she does, it's like, alright, you fucking talk, bitch, I need you to do something else. It's the same thing with fucking Nia Jax. Okay, bitch, you fat. I need you to do something else. Otis is fat, and he can do, and having people in the fucking Viking Raiders is fat, they can do fucking cartwheels. Bitch, you can't even do a fucking cartwheel.
Damn, son.
She's not wrong.
These are facts. These are facts.
I don't know, man. WWE is just so... Everything about it, man, is so bland. You know, the creative was all over the fucking place. Nothing makes sense. There's logic gaps. I still, to this day, I still don't understand this whole Roman Reigns go home shit. What do you mean go home? They'll just go. There's 3 brands on this fucking show. You have Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Yeah.
You can't fire your cousins, so they'll just go to fucking Raw if they don't want to fucking be, like, I don't understand. Or go to NXT. There's 3, it's like, go home and look at your kids. I'll go home and just go to a different brand. You act like this is not a place of work. You know, it's like that. There's just like, I don't.
Yeah, that takes you out of like everything. It's like, bro, that you don't make sense. Yes. I hate it.
It doesn't. It's the same thing with Jay. You can go home, you're out of the family. What do you mean you're out of the family? Jay works a job just like you do. He may not make as much money as you do, but I'm pretty sure he makes enough for himself. If he's out of the family, who gives a shit? He makes his own money. He lives in his own house. He has his own wife, kids, or whatever the case may be. He has his own place. What do you mean out of the family? It's not like he's living with you, barely having a job, and you're kicking him out of the house. It's like with this whole Jimmy Uso shit. It's like you can go home and your kids don't wonder why they're not staying next to him. Why would they care what they want to see there? Why would they care if he's staying next to you? Did you forget Jimmy's married to another fucking wrestler? Yeah. You just go to her brand. It's these storylines like this, and like I said, I enjoyed the Roman and Jay thing because it was, it took a, because they're family, it was a lot more, emotion. I get it, but it's stupid shit like that. That's like, it doesn't make any sense. They say it as if SmackDown is the only company in the world, or this is the only company within WWE, and you go home. And then I look at Roman and say, "But who are you? You don't fire people. What? You don't sign paychecks. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your paycheck is named on the paycheck. It's not Roman Reigns or Joanna White. It's Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Like this is what happens when you watch wrestling with open eyes. It's like." Huh? And then it just takes me out of the feud. And then it's just like, okay, yeah, sure, right. And then you get the same, and people are like, yeah, Mount some West Jimmy or Jimmy. Who gives a shit? It's the same shit. Like,
yeah,
Roman Reigns. And then what does it? See, I don't know if y'all watched SmackDown, but then
I did.
They come back, and Roman's like, "This is what you're still angry about." Why would Jimmy go home for a year, or see, that was October, so about 4 or 5 months, about 6 months, and forget that you actually choked this man out in the middle of a ring? You think he's just going to forget? Oh,
Right?
What? How's not? You want to kick your teeth down your throat and beat the shit out of you? Like you just.
So you never knew that you was about to use the steel steps and to hit my brother when he was knocked out cold?
Exactly. Like, yo, I'm not gonna just randomly forget that. Like, yo, that doesn't make any sense.
You sat here. Exactly. You sat here and cried in our face, saying you sorry, and then you attempt to choke me and basically kill me. So you're expecting me to come back? That's what I didn't like about the first segment. Jimmy's coming down to the ring, hugging Paul Heyman, I can understand hugging Jay. I'm like, Jimmy, didn't this man like cry in your face? Say, and then proceeds to ban and choke you to death, and we're just gonna forget. And like I said, man, it's set like that I look at these segments, I'm just like, but Roman, you're not fucking, you're not the chairman of the board. You don't make the rules around here. You don't, what?
Yeah.
You go home.
Okay,
like, you take your ass home. It's like, take your ass home, sir. He has to take his ass home. He has to come to work.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, well, I can just go ahead and go be with my wife on Raw, so I'm gonna just do this. Hey, Oos, we good, bro? We good? Alright, I'll see you at dinner. Alright. I'm like, alright. Go ahead.
Or, I mean, just come back to SmackDown and be like, okay, what are you gonna do about it? If you want to fight, we can fight every week. I'm still gonna get paid. You don't sign my checks. Like, it's shit like that. I cannot take my disbelief out of it because they're making Roman Reigns say all the shit, and I'm like, but Roman. Oh, more like, but WWE. He's not fucking Vince. He's not Vince McMahon. He's just as useless as anyone else in terms of he's just a normal employee.
Exactly. So
he's
like when you say certain things, it's like, yo.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he's your champion, but he's still a normal employee.
Yes.
Like, this is the. It's I don't know, man. It's always been one of those. That's always been like a normal kind of, an odd thing with me with WWE. Is that a lot of these times they make it seem as if nothing happens week by week. So you're telling me these people just go home, forget their problems, and they come back to work, and it's like, yeah, fuck you. And it's like, but wait, what? It's like, yeah, dude, no. And like I try to take, I try not to look at it that way because I try to look at it like more of a soap opera. I really do. Like this, these are characters on TV, right? Try to make it seem like this is a TV show. But Josh actually said this is a place of work, so this is his job. You work here just like he does. You cannot get him fired because who the fuck are you?
Exactly. I'm the head of the table.
Like, okay, that's great. You're running around calling yourself the self-proclaimed head of the table. Head of what fucking table, sir? What table? I don't see no fucking table here. There's only one head of the table, clown, and that's The Rock, Dwayne. Makes more money than your entire family put together, clown.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm just like, it's so bad. Like, I just don't care. Yeah, we'll get the Usos turning full heel. Whip the fucking do. Who's gonna fight Roman? Seth Rollins. Seth will lose. Lose after Seth. I would love to know. You can't try out Big Show.
Oh God. Oh wait, no, he's with.
We're gonna bring back Mark Henry.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Henry was all elite. But
we're gonna bring Kane. Kane?
No, just
Who
after he beat
upset?
Finn Balor, I was literally pissed.
Well, we're gonna do a draft. We're gonna draft Drew McIntyre to SmackDown to revisit that. Oh, joy! Like we haven't. I mean, what's this? Who cares? They already fought us at Survivor Series. Who gives a shit? Like I don't care now. It's over. It's over. Like it's over.
Speaking of, is everybody ready for the WrestleMania Backlash, where we come to fighting repeat matches over fucking again for the 30th fucking time?
I constantly have to say WrestleMania Backlash. It's like,
Ayo, first of all, I would like to literally find the person who thought of WrestleMania Backlash and slap them in the dick.
Subscriptions up.
Dog.
We gotta get them Peacock subscriptions.
Fuck Peacock, by the way. I'll get to Peacock in a second. But why in the fuck is Backlash now transformed from Backlash to WrestleMania Backlash? Who thought of this? Like Vince.
Bruce, yeah, probably Bruce.
One of them idiots in there literally fucking lost his fucking mind. They're like, hey, let's call it WrestleMania Backlash. And it's like, huh?
I have an interesting question to pose, right?
Yeah.
So, this reminds me, like, you say Backlash, and in recent years, when I go back to think about Backlash, I think about my personal favorite Backlash in recent history is the one 2016.
With
Bray Wyatt and everybody on SmackDown. It was just a SmackDown pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, and was that Sami Zayn versus what's his name?
Yep.
Oh yeah, and the one with Sami Zayn put him back on the buckle.
I think so.
Yeah, that was like a hot fire match, and it was weird because it was a legitimately good pay-per-view.
Here's my question that I posed, because looking back at it, 2016, when they first brought Shane McMahon in and Daniel Bryan wasn't wrestling, and yeah, it was a good year.
Yeah.
Do you think wrestling fans will ever be happy?
No.
Because I remember back in 2016, people were hating on what they were seeing just as much as they were hating on it now.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, it got worse. It only went down. It went way down. Like back then, it was if there was a legitimately good pay-per-view. What was that pay-per-view with AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, and then they did the Too Sweet at the end.
SummerSlam.
Yeah. Remember that SummerSlam? That was a legitimately okay pay-per-view, and people could say it was okay pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
But there were the pay-per-views where Roman Reigns ended the night, and those are the ones where fucking people were like throwing vitriol and acid at the goddamn product.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like Vince back then just didn't understand the concept of please stop putting this man on last, you dumb fuck.
The thing is, there's in no type of anything will everyone be happy, so it doesn't.
Oh yeah. That's also one of the situations that
no one, and when it comes to wrestling, everyone's not going to be happy because there are going to be people that, for example, if Alexa Bliss is your favorite women's superstar, you're not going to be happy that she's not the champion. If Seth Rollins is your favorite superstar and all this stuff, you're not going to be happy that he is playing a bad guy, so he has to get booed or he's not the champion. If you want to see top tier matches like fucking Kenny Omega versus Okada on WWE television, you're not going to be happy because you're not going to get that.
Yeah.
If you want entertainment, but then you have a wrestle-heavy show, you're not going to be happy because you don't get entertainment. So, with wrestling or any type of media, it's impossible. Now, the majority can be happy, but it's always going to be it'll never be can people be happy because, you can't. No matter what you do, you're not going to please everyone. So it's like you gotta at least you can't please everyone. So you're trying to at least the best you can do is make a good product. You're not gonna please everyone. Make a good product. These shits just fucking trash.
Now, do you think that's what Vinnie Mac is trying to do? Trying to appease everyone, including the kids.
Yes, and it fucks up every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to have. See, the main roster is trying to have a little bit of everything, a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of wrestling, kid stuff, but it's like, it's not good. That's the problem. Like, you can have all that stuff, and if you made it good, then the Venom, then it will turn from like Venom to like, yeah, the show was good. I didn't. I'll say this. Yeah, the show was good. I didn't really care for our truth segment, but it was fine. It was just something I meant. You'll go to that instead of, man, the Raw just fucking terrible. Like, the entire show is fucking trash. You can sit here and say, if Wildfake can sit here and say, yeah, Raw was good. I didn't really care too much about the 24-hour stuff, but it was overly good. Or Spirit could sit here and say, yeah, I thought Raw was good. 24/7 stuff made me laugh. I didn't really care too much about the Randy Orton segment because I'm not really a Randy Orton fan, but it wasn't bad. It's just I wasn't a fan of it, and we can go around and around. You kind of want that where it's the general consensus is yes, the show is fine, but it becomes that you, the person, just don't like certain things because you may not be a fan of that wrestler or a fan of that segment. WWE, they're trying to make everyone happen. It's like. Not only are you failing at that, but then these shows aren't good. Like, your shows are literally repeat. How the fuck does that make anyone happy? There's no intrigue.
It gets super fucking boring because it's 3 fucking hours of nonsense. Hey, does anybody remember when that dumbass fucking what's his name said that the 3rd hour was the most important? JBL, yeah, JBL said that shit.
It's 3 hours of repeat. It's repeat matches, repeat segments. You cannot go on a show. You cannot. I don't see how they even still have TV, because these shows are literally rinse and repeat. If you've seen Almost and AJ Styles fight the New Day twice, guarantee you probably sometime next week you might see them fight again. Or you might see AJ versus Kofi Kingston again. Who the fuck knows? It is legitimately the same show every single fucking week. SmackDown is only slightly better because of Roman Reigns. Without Roman Reigns on that show is as bad as Raw. Rinse and repeat. NXT is not the same. It's not as bad as main roster, but technically speaking, NXT is just a little boring. It's not necessarily bad, it's just boring. There's no interest there. So, once again, which is technically the biggest problem with WWE in general, there is absolutely zero reason for Wild Fang, Spirit, Galactic, or myself to care to watch next week's shows.
Yep.
Who cares?
That's interesting you say that, because I was saying I was going to bring up the fact that something I remember when watching wrestling as a kid is seeing the commercials.
Yeah.
And the commercials were like, "Oh, tune in next week to see Undertaker versus blah blah blah. See what happens next." Now, when you watch a commercial, it doesn't draw you in for wrestling.
Yeah, they literally go, tune in next week to see Bray Wyatt. No, I'm sorry. To see Baron Corbin go against R-Truth. You're like,
doesn't do that. It doesn't even do that.
Or they do sometimes.
What they do is they'll be like, tune in next week on Raw, and it will just be like a clip of different highlight. It's like a highlight reel.
Bro, but that's how I knew a couple of matches one time. They actually do promote the matches sometimes.
What they do need to do is it's like when they do have good matches, like set up with Randy versus Riddle. Promote it. What is so hard about that? Like, they know what people I doubt Vince McMahon's not hearing this shit because everyone on the internet is talking. Everyone on the internet is saying this, that, and the third. And you know who people like. This is just the internet age. Like, you know who people like, and you're specifically choosing not to go with said people. And when you do just randomly end up with said people in a match, you're not promoting it. It's an issue. It's an issue.
Yeah. But I have a question for you guys. Who here is ready for what WrestleMania Backlash?
Is that this Sunday or next Sunday?
It is next Sunday.
I mean, the card, they might as well just call it triple threat the pay-per-view, because that's what the card is.
Yeah, or multi-man matches. So we have Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman, in which
so just throw the thickest men on Raw together and have them have a match.
Yeah, they're gonna break the ring. I guarantee it. They're gonna break the fucking ring. 110% guarantee that shit. Does anybody even care about? Yeah, Strowman's taking the fucking pin again. Does anybody care about Bianca Belair versus Bayley? Even though that should be a good match.
I think it's good. Bayley's good. Bianca's good. I think it was a good pairing. It might have been too early to do, but that's one of the matches I'll tune in to watch.
Yeah. Then it's Rhea Ripley versus Asuka versus Charlotte for some fucking reason. Why did Rhea Ripley even get the belt? What?
To be a transition champion for Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte may win this match. Actually, I just thought about it. It's Charlotte Flair. She's gonna win the match.
It's not a may. We have the two people that Charlotte has been teabagging at WrestleMania for the past couple of years. And you think she's not gonna win?
Teabagging.
Think about that. It's Charlotte Flair. You think they want to lose Charlotte Flair? Especially after what they just did?
Rhea Ripley's career, she ended Asuka's streak for no apparent reason. She constantly been butt fucking Asuka. Like, yeah.
That sounds painful.
It was.
Painful to her career.
But here's the thing. They're just trying to jack her off. Because, listen. Let me paint the picture, right? We have a couple weeks before WrestleMania, and her husband wants to leave, and she has to stick her neck out to do that, knowing that backlash is going to hit her and she's going to have some type of repercussion. They hit her with this pregnancy scandal, which was clearly a setup so that she wouldn't be at WrestleMania, a punishment.
Yeah.
She comes back weeks later and she cuts a promo, which was damn near a shoot. Let's be real, it was a shoot. Even though it was a heel, but it was a shoot. What she was saying was clearly
she was babyface at first. She turned heel. Say it.
Yeah. And now she's in a match suddenly. I know it's Charlotte Flair, but I'm pretty sure they're just scared to lose Charlotte. So they're trying to appease her in every way possible. I guarantee she wins that title. And she's pinning Asuka to get it.
Asuka taking... Listen, this is going to happen one of two ways. Asuka takes the pin. Either Rhea wins and then she loses this Charlotte in a one-on-one match. Or Asuka gets pinned or taps to Charlotte and then her and Rhea have another rematch. And Charlotte defends it and retain. Either way, Asuka's taking that pinfall.
Yeah. And watch, next Sunday's gonna come, and we're gonna be right there on this podcast. The week after, we're gonna be like, "Damn!" Like, it's no point. It's no point.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not unforeseen, but like, politics backstage makes a match predictable, and this is one of those cases.
Yeah, it's always going to happen like that, and for some reason, it's never going to stop like that, so... God damn it, yo. What the fuck is wrong with wrestling these days? But yeah, next we're going to talk about the fact that Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode is going against freaking Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. And my next question was, when the fuck did the Mysterio family even get the opportunity? They've
been beefing with them, first off, for like ever now. And second, they've been saying in interviews all over the place that the Mysterios have been saying, "Oh, we want to win the tag titles as father and son," and then they're gonna break them up. We're gonna have Dom turn on Rey, most likely.
You forgot the biggest one, sir. You forgot the biggest one, though, sir.
What's that?
The biggest reason is because the Dirty Dogs already beat a babyface tag team in the Street Profits. There's only one other babyface tag team for them to face since they are heels, and that is the Mysterio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another.
That is the biggest reason of them all.
Yep.
And the Mysterios are going to win that match because they will be dropping them to the outside.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And guess what? Owen St. Gable will probably turn face to face the Usos, and guess who's gonna win that match? The Usos!
Oh my god.
It'll be the Usos versus the Street Profits. Guess who wins that match?
The Usos.
Usos!
The Usos.
Yeah, like, are we surprised at this point? Like,
yeah,
come on.
No. Look.
Unless they decide to break up the Usos, which would be fucking terrible.
They're not breaking up the Usos. They know goddamn well. And if they break up the Usos, something's not right.
So, Usos will beat Rey and Dom. Maybe at SummerSlam.
Maybe on a random episode of Raw or SmackDown or whatever the fuck they're on at this point.
Could be, Roman Reigns, he makes matches.
You said what?
Roman Reigns, he makes the matches, he signs the paychecks. So you may be right, man.
Yeah, Roman Reigns will be like, no. I say when you guys are gonna win this match, you're gonna win this match tonight. Because apparently that's how it works. But I don't know.
Well, we're surprised Mr. McMahon has been up Roman's ass for so long. It makes sense.
Yeah, didn't you hear it last time there was that last time you hear it?
Oh my god.
Hey, I didn't go full force with that one. I just made the noise.
I don't know about you no more, Wild Thing, bro.
Oh, let's not forget about the victory of Roman Reigns over Cesaro, because this match isn't predictable in the slightest. In fact, it's so not predictable that I don't know who's going to win. It's either going to be Roman Reigns.
Every Roman match is going to be predictable.
Or Roman Reigns.
It'll be a good match.
Yes, because Cesaro. But
it'll be predictable, like all of Roman's matches will be predictable.
Yeah, and one of the Usos is gonna interfere in the match. It's gonna look stupid. Cesaro's gonna fucking attack one of the Usos, preferably that one. Yes, I did that on purpose, by the way. Then after he attacks the Uso that he attacks, he's gonna get speared or guillotined. He's gonna tap out or faint. Then he's gonna get hit with a concerto or something, and then yeah.
The only match that won't be predictable is Roman Reigns. It might even be predictable based on, when things happen, but the only match that won't be predictable is Roman Reigns versus Dwayne. Because,
gonna happen.
You really think Roman Reigns is gonna face
Yes.
The Rock?
You think Mr. McMahon?
WrestleMania?
Yeah. Mr. McMahon's gonna. It's in Texas, bro. Like, come on,
bro. Come on.
I think,
and it's being hosted by Stone Cold.
Bro, no. I don't.
Come now.
Don't do that to me, son.
That's exactly what's happening.
If it is at if the show has full capacity at Mania, Rock's movie schedule is not fucked. Huh?
No, sorry. For some reason, like my phone, the screen was black, but then the audio, like I couldn't hear anything.
Happens a lot.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying if there's full capacity at Mania and the Rock movie schedule isn't bombarded, he will face Roman at Mania. You kind of have to at some point, and that's the only match where it will question you: does the Rock win the title for a very short time, or does Roman beat the Rock?
If the Rock wins,
well, the Rock's not winning the title. He does not have the fucking schedule.
If the Rock wins, that would be the equal amount of. It would be the exact same as if Goldberg won the same thing. Fucking same exact thing. That's how bad it is. Like, yo, stop letting part-timers win belts. Stop letting part-timers get title opportunities, you jackasses.
Well, that's part of the thing I told you. WWE, they reach into the cookie jar. They want to use their old legends, the Papa Ring and stuff. But, look, we're doing okay. We got a 2.0 million, whatever like that. And then they end up bearing the talent. Goldberg versus, I don't know, Bray Wyatt.
FTR during one of their things for some reason. For some fucking reason.
It sucks.
That didn't even make any sense.
It sure doesn't.
Oh, let's have the Revival come out and attack the old Legends, and the Legends beat the shit out of the Revival. That's good shit. Such good shit. Such good shit. Like, Vince, did that make any sense? Yes, it does, because it's such good shit. Alright, no, but realistically, before I cut this shit off, do you guys, and realistically, do you see anybody beating Roman Reigns in the next fucking 10, 20 years, bro?
No.
Jesus Christ. Why?
Are you gay?
What?
No, you said why, and I said, are you gay?
I want you to shut up.
Yeah, man, we're politically correct in here, man. None of that.
Yeah. None of that.
Why?
You gotta be politically correct in here now.
Why?
Galactic, tell them why.
Because
gay.
Please stop.
Oh, man.
Stop saying it.
Hey.
The title of this podcast is Get Cancelled.
Yes, we're canceled today because of Spirit 91. But back to what I was saying before, Spirit 91 almost got us canceled. If there was any potential person you see beating Roman Reigns, who is it?
No one.
Jesus. Let me think.
Wow.
I didn't mean Jesus. I was just like,
no, not you.
What?
Maybe if he build up Karrion Kross, maybe if he gets caught up and he's actually not.
No, I'm think of it in terms of the main roster who's on there now. I'm not gonna cheat by bringing up NXT people. Bobby.
If they build him.
Bobby. I think that's where we're going when we have the shakeup.
I don't know.
Bobby Lashley?
Bobby. Think about it. Look how he's the only one that's being built. Period on Raw.
Yeah.
Who do you see beating Bobby in the near future? You could ask the same
anybody. He's lost so many. Braun Strowman beat that man a couple like way before they fucking what's it called? The title was even introduced.
No. Listen, yes, that happened, but after that, ever since the Hurt Business happened, Bobby's been being built up slowly, and they broke up the Hurt Business, and now it's skyrocketing. He has not taken a fat L in a long time.
I mean, neither has Carmella, but I mean,
that's not true because she lost to Sasha Banks.
That was literally a joke, and you know that.
I don't know sometimes. Well, he be up to some things, but yeah, literally, you can say the same thing for Bobby Lashley on Raw right now. Who do you see beating him? Some people will be like, "Oh, Randy Orton." I don't think so. They don't have a reason to make Randy win.
Randy Orton and Bobby Lashley don't need to be seeing each other, bro. We're good.
Exactly. So, it's just to answer your question is the real question should be, who do you guys think WWE will build up next to fight these guys? That's the real question.
Charlotte.
Charlotte Flair beats Roman Reigns.
Wait, what? You know that match would never end, right?
I could see I could see it.
If they were to wrestle, that match would not end because they both would have to win. But there can't only be one when it comes to them. So it literally would probably be like, as soon as the match starts up, it automatically, everything just shatters. The reality shatters because they both can't lose. It's gonna be a ding ding ding. And next thing you know, it's gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
It'll be like when Goku or Vegeta. Oh god, I got the fusions mixed up. When the fusions of Goku and Vegeta fought Broly, they broke the dimensions by headbutting. It's gonna be just like that.
You mean Gogeta?
Oop. Was it Gogeta? Yeah, it was Gogeta. Yep.
I've only watched that movie about 1,000 times.
I've only seen it one time.
I've watched it almost every day at work because I have it on my phone.
Bruh.
Yeah, when I was working at T-Mobile, I was like, I'm bored. I mean, what am I supposed to do? That's when I was working at T-Mobile, patent pending.
T-Mobile sponsor us.
Anywho, if anybody else have anything else to say, please say it now or forever hold your penis.
Excuse me?
I said, speak now or forever hold your tongue.
Excuse me?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I was to say, sir, if I have the other thing, that would mean that you are...
Please shut up!
Yeah, I don't...
What the fuck?
Spirit! There's a lot of questions that come up after that. Who's receiving and who's giving?
Spirit! Stop talking! Fuck! Jesus. You made me lose my train of goddamn thought. Alright, like I said, did anybody else have any fucking else they want to say before we fucking move the fuck on with life? Jesus.
Nope.
Alright. Now, if I send you guys a text saying, well, because of Spirit we got canceled, you know why. Jesus Christ. Alright. This is the One Thing signing out.